Hey there. One of the exciting things that we have our AI agents doing for the agents now in Real Estate Easier is getting the last sale date for properties. And as some of you know, I ran a Ninja office for several years. And so I really believe it's a super important piece of data to have in the system. And I'm going to explain why in just a second. But even if your system doesn't have the ability to go out and get this information, it's something that you can pretty much always enter into your existing database. And if you have any questions about that, I'm always happy to hop on a call and talk about how to do that. The challenge, though, is that it takes a lot of work to do it manually. We have tried to do it through the brokerage. We've had the agents try to keep up with it. And the reality is they just don't do it over time. And I'm guilty of it as well. So that's one of the reasons that I'm super excited about the ability for the AI agents to do it. So number one, why would you have it? It's a super easy reason for you to reach out to your contacts. You can wish them a happy home anniversary, and by knowing when they last closed, you can pull up how many years they've been in their current home. And it's just a easy and fun way to reach out, whether by text, email, or phone call. So it's the home anniversary. The other reason is that statistically, on average, people move every 7 to 10 years. Now, over the past few years, that has been creeping up a little bit, but let's assume that the average person moves every 7 to 10 years. Now, with this information in the system, and even if you have been in contact with them on a regular basis, this can be a reason for you to listen a little bit more carefully about some of the reasons that they're giving for doing certain things. Maybe the kids are going to school, or maybe they have a second home that they've been spending more time at. If they've been in the house for more than 5 or 6 years, start listening to these cues that might indicate that the person's planning a move. And so that's reason number 2 to have them in your system. Now, reason number 3 is a little bit of the hardest pill to swallow, the most painful for me. I have, 2, 3, maybe 4,000 people in my system. And I say that because some of them are agents. So let's say I've got 2,000 or 3,000 buyers and sellers in my system. The reality is a lot of them will never do anything with me because they've already done something. They've already signed up with another agent, or they've already bought or sold. They've been in my system for 5, 10, 15 years, God knows how long. And the problem is I've paid for these leads, whether I put them in through an open house and I spent time doing that, or in a lot of cases, maybe I paid for the lead, and so I spent $10, $15, $20 per lead. I can't just go through and feel good about deleting them without knowing whether or not they are going to do business with me. Now, some of you are, and that's fine, more power to you, and I respect that. But in my mind, I need to hear the word no, sometimes multiple times, before I am convinced that that $20 lead is somebody that I should delete. The problem with that methodology, the problem with me letting them linger in the system, and the reason that you folks out there who are better about just deleting people, is that they are hiding the good leads that actually do want to buy and sell. So I've got all this kind of like garbage leads up here that I'm calling and trying to get in touch with, and maybe they've already done something, or maybe they'll never do something. And I'm spending time and energy when I should be calling the higher quality leads. So with the AI agent, what we can do is look for the last sale date. And so if you've got leads in the system, you might say, you know what, if somebody's moved, maybe a lead was created 5 years ago, and we can look and say, all right, well, they last sold 3 years ago. We know that that lead is no good, and it's okay to go ahead and delete them. And so that's something else that we've set up in the system. So I'm super excited about that. I think it's going to save me a lot of time calling people that are basically dead leads. And hopefully it will help you as well. Now, again, this is all super easy and set up in Real Estate Easier, but if you have this data field in your current system, I'm always happy to hop on a call, like I said, and talk through how you might be able to implement it in your current system. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I hope this is a helpful productivity tip, and have a great spring.